All right, let's go. All right, testing is testing. All right, swirly effects. Check. Going over to the mobile app very quick. Hmm. Alrighty, so I am just getting started. It's pretty much going through this very quick. Okay, so all right, so we're starting off right now for the GMC Jam reviews. Pretty much we're going to be playing through some games from the GMC Jam 53. Now, I did some playthroughs yesterday, but I forgot to record it for offline showing off pretty much. So, and unfortunately, I didn't even had the VOD enabled for the account either, because I used to had a separate Twitch account that had all that set up, and apparently the one that I'm using right now doesn't. So, unfortunately, that all that progress has been lost. But I remember to record this time, and I made sure that VOD is enabled also. So now everything should be better this time, and we won't be able to fail the next time. So, and for this one, let's go ahead and just get started with actually playing through some entries. So now, in this case, could have sworn I actually, yep, I did saved it. Okay, perfect. So, shows here that I got saved some entries already. I already played these entries the other day, so I played only 5 games. So there's still over nine. There's almost 19 entries left. So I'll see if I can do at least as many as possible with this time frame. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and actually get started on this. Let me go ahead and just lower this very quick. Alrighty. So in this case, let's go ahead and just jump right in. Now, I'm going to go and start off with this one here. All right, we're going to play the first game. It's actually Faith and Faint by the M. And he has a readme. This is a hacking simulator of sorts. Help your ally infiltrate a building to steal the loot. There is only one level, so you don't have to worry about time pressure elements that would have been relevant in later levels. I still left network rerouting in because it's cool and whatever. Left mouse button, interact with objects on map, Interact with windows on hacking, okay. Ask your allies to move, okay. Middle button, pan map, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and just give this a try. Still had that other readme open from yesterday. Okay, it says here directory. Interesting. Okay, let's just give this a try. This thing will always happen no matter what. I don't know why my computer does it. Sound is very loud though. I'm not sure if it's actually bleeding anyone at the moment. But to be honest, it's hard to tell because nobody's on right now. Okay. But hopefully it's not too loud. I'm going to go ahead and just read what it says here. Alright, Faith, are you ready for this? I'm going to need you to guide me to the vault. Right click on the map to ping where I should go. You can use the middle mouse button to pan the map. So, wait, hold on a second. Ah, I can move this around. Nice. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. So, let's see. We need to go to the vault, but where is the vault? Let's go. Oh, I have an idea. Can I pinpoint here? Yeah, right click on that. That's a ping. Good. I can't reach that point. Of course not. I can't reach that point. It says the guide into the vault, but... Oh, okay. Now, there's a mislead over here, because I could have sworn that when they said right-click to guide them, I could have sworn you could just pinpoint anywhere on the map, and then they'll just move towards that position. But you didn't specify that it's actually an object you have to click on. Okay, so now that I did not realize. Okay. So now that I click this, what do I do with this? Hack. No. Ha! It stole my minigame. Alright, so I'm assuming... Oh, but you can't rotate these. Okay. Alrighty. Now, the one I have in my minigame actually rotates. But what... Am I supposed to get to X? What's the whole point? Or do I have to channel this to O also? I think that's what it is. Hold on a second. Let me see. Yeah, it is. I got it now. Alright, so I know the idea. We just have to, like, play the same game that I made for the Jam. Alrighty, we did it. So can we close this? And, oh, the password was actually 0024. Okay, interesting. Nice take. Okay, so now we got that one. We need you to go over here, buddy. Yes, go through the door. Well, there's a radar anyway, so this doesn't have to be, like, physical. Let's see. Reminder. Note to self. Remember to talk to Anne about scheduling around Christmas. Nobody wants a repeat of what happened last year. What happened last year? Camera A, camera B. Let's see. Hack it. Yeah, because we're not going to go through that camera. We don't need that camera. Oh, that camera's outside. Oh, okay, so it's that camera out there for no reason. Let's just close that. I don't think we need it. I think camera B... Oh, wait a second. They're using the same image for both of them. Ah, okay. That would have been cool, though, because you can actually... If you would have actually added the actual image for recording, like it's saying the inside of the building, I mean... But, unfortunately, this is how it is, so... So I'm assuming this is actually the inside. So we go ahead and just get this done. Is it like randomized, the tiles? That's what it is? Yeah. There we go, we hacked it. Now it's offline. So let's close that. That was the one outside. You see that? Ah, we can click it to see it. Okay, nice. Oh, I see now. Because now that it's actually offline, we have to go over there. And let's get over to this side here. Sneaking our way through, leaning through the wall. Grab this. Let's hack it. Actually, let's force it. I mean, I'm just testing out mechanics to see what how other work. So, yeah. Oh boy. Just waiting till the password gets solved. Any moment now. Oh, I can actually connect this? I didn't know that. Interesting. Interesting. Hey Alice, how you doing? Glad you came in. I just got started with the first entry. Right now it's actually playing the M's entry, Faith and Faint. And I'm just messing around with everything to see how everything works. So far, I'm just testing out that password input thing, see how that works. But I'm losing my patience right now with the key, the force key. So I'm going to use the same puzzle mechanic that I came up with also for the jam as well. Let's go over here. Now, I'm not sure if it's actually randomized though, because it looked like it's randomized. But then again, it could be like cleverly input or at least pre-made. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'll need to grab this one and then this, and there we go. So it should be solved now. We can go ahead and say, oh, it was 2,460. Of course, I wasn't going to get there on time. Alrighty. So now we hacked that hack. Let's go ahead over here and check to see how we can get this through. Alrighty. Now, I'm assuming I need to go here first. Yes. Let me go over here. Yep, alrighty. Now, I already tested out the force. I mean, I want to get on with it anyway, so let's go ahead and just continue it here. Now, this is starting to look a lot, the puzzle mechanics kind of look similar to what I came up with for the jam. I guess we just had the same idea on mind. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have just gone ahead and do that. Alright, so we're going to hack the camera now. So we got camera B, C. Let's go with camera C. Oh, that one has the image. Okay, perfect. Because the other one had 2 cameras, and they both showed me the outside. This one looks like it definitely shows the interior, so this is good. Let's hack it. Okay, we're gonna hack this one. Let me actually do this instead. Actually, I can reduce the amount of this by just doing this. Yeah. There we go. So now that thing is offline. Yeah, that's the one that both actually. I'll hack this one just because I am unsure what that's gonna lead to. So I have a feeling it's actually the other camera as well, but it's just that they use the same image. Alrighty. There we go. Done. So all camera. See that? The other one got deactivated, but it's using the outdoor camera. Alright. Okay. Let's go ahead and just unlock this one, just in case, because, I don't know. Let's force it this time. Yeah. I mean, I really want to test out the force one to see if it actually does work, but I would have done that with the first attempt, and that would actually trigger it. But at this point, it's just a matter of just seeing if it does work or not. I really want to test out the features to see if everything else works. Oh, and by the way, just let me know if the music's too loud, because it did show to be a little bit loud on my end. So I'm not sure if it's drowns out my voice or something. So yeah. Alrighty, so you know what? Let's just hack it. Oh, it's still counting down. Alrighty, let's just watch it as it count down while we're hacking it. And then we'll find out, like, how it goes. Interesting. So all I have to do is just this, and that's it. This one had no password. It's no password. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go over here. I think we're ready to go this way. Come on. Oh, you can now roam around. Alrighty. Because earlier, I couldn't do it. So I'm not sure why. Okay. I'm pretty sure I had to go this way, right? Alright, there we go. I had to pan. Alrighty. Alright, now time to solve this one. I'm a human lockpick. Perfect. I got the money. Sweet, now let's grab the loot and get out of here. Let's move. Alrighty. The funny thing about the chat system is that I didn't notice there was chat going on, but because it's not automatically scrolling down as a new updated text shows up. So I think that's something that should be taken into account. But anyway. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get out of here. We already got our money. Let's go to the back door. Oh, the game ended there. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly true, Alice. That's what I was trying to say. Because the thing is, like, I have not noticed that there was chat updates. I thought chat just stopped from there, but that's because it didn't scroll down when a new one shows up. So I guess that's something that would have been like convenient. But other than that, this entry is really good. I actually like it. This is actually it's very short though, but it's actually quite interesting. Now there are a couple of things that could be tweaked around to improve, like for example, the code tech. I think at some point it kind of glitched where the code doesn't show me the actual password anymore. But I'm not sure if that was something that they forgot to input or whatever. And there are a couple things that were unfinished, but I did find the network rerouting thing really interesting. It did show in the text that it's there for no reason, but it's actually looks cool. Which I agree, it does look cool, but I mean, at least it would have been interesting to know what was the original plan that it had for the network routing thing. Because if it's there just for shit, like for giggles, then I don't think it's actually worth the time to add it in there. But I'd like to know what was the whole purpose of adding the network routing in the first place, to see if That was like an original plan to include an additional puzzle for it or something. I'm not sure. Well, the theme actually, the simulation, it doesn't feel like a simulation. It just feels like you're in one of the spy vans. You're just guiding your spy into the building and infiltrate it. That's it. It's not like an actual simulation. Your radar looks like a simulation, but it doesn't give out the impression that it is a simulation. It just gives out the impression that you're just doing your job and monitoring pretty much. So that said, I'm putting 2 stars since it is quite implied into the text also, but it doesn't feel like an assimilation to me. Concept, it's quite interesting. It really is. And the fact that a hacking concept kind of looks cool. I can't remember if there was a jam once that had a theme for hacking, but I could be wrong. I mean, there's been so many jams in the past. I can't remember there was one. But if you can clarify me that'd be great. I could have sworn there was a jam that actually focused on glitches and bugs. Oh, okay, yeah, that's actually the one. All right, yeah, that's correct. That's actually the closest to fit with that theme. Yeah, this is in fact that's what it would have been suitable. Like when it comes to hack, that actually fits on that category. Yeah, but the hacking concept is actually quite cool, actually, and I wonder there would have been more variety to it, like if they actually finished the full entry. But yeah. Oh, the jam with 1 point of entry, and the winning entry was about hacking also. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, but I'm not sure if like hacking, like literally hacking, was a theme choice at any of jams. But yeah, uh, but yeah, that was the closest one they had that was relevant to it. So story, it's quite interesting as you're trying to infiltrate to steal the money. That's actually in there. It's very briefly mentioned, so it's not very elaborate, but at the same time it's actually still there. So I can definitely say that money heist is actually a thing, so we can definitely consider it as a story, I guess. Not the best story, to be honest. It's actually very average though, because it's just basic concept of breaking in and getting out. That's it. There's no like lore or deep meaning or any of that stuff. It's just get in, get out. So I'm gonna hit it 3 stars. And the winner has the master.hacker.pro. What? Single point of entry, and the winner was master.hacker.pro. Who made the entry though? Anyway, I actually want to know. I'm actually curious. So in this case, visuals. Now, there are quite a stuff that like are okay. There actually is, and it does deliver how it's supposed to. I just find it super annoying the background that's behind the whole rest of the template. The ones with those binary numbers. That I just don't feel like that should have been there, or at least that's not the best design choice, on my opinion. And I actually am an art major, so I actually would tell you that if there was a better choice to actually decorate the beyond background, I mean, I wouldn't just put those binary numbers. At least if it's like a matrix effect, maybe that would have been a lot better. But then that will be a little bit distracting also. So, but other than that, it would have been okay if it's just a solid template, maybe with just a still image, and that's it. Like not something that's like many digits. It just doesn't feel right. But it does. The concept of hacking is relevant to that, so therefore, that's okay. But a lot of room of improvements can be done with the visuals, though. So audio, it's all good. Let me see. It's just I can't tell if there was actually sound effects in it. It was hard to tell with the music being a lot louder than the average rate. So give it 3 on that. And user interface, it's good. It's actually, it does require a few things that needs to be tweaked around. And the fact that I could, at the beginning, I did try to use the click to move my character around, and for some reason it didn't work. But then after I finally entered the building, then it started working, and I was like, I didn't know what happened there. So that's something might be a glitch in the program, maybe, because I'm not sure what happened at that point. I I assumed it was pretty much you click anywhere and you just move toward that position. In the beginning, it misled me and said it didn't took me that way. But as soon as I entered the building, that's when it worked, and I'm like, I'm not sure what happened there. It could be that something needs to be fixed on that part. But other than that, point to move at a location fits perfectly. So it's actually okay to use that mechanic. But like I said, it just needs some fixing. So with that said, everything else looks to be good. It's hard to give a rank. I'm in between 3 to 4 stars on this one. But um, uh, it's hard to tell because the puzzle mechanics were all good. It is. I feel like that the actually no. Am I 3 or 4? I'll be nice. I'll put it 4. Because it's actually not bad. It's actually good. It's just very short though. Um, because it's hard to tell. I'm in between 3 stars or 4 stars. So I'm gonna give it 4 because I'm that nice. So let's go ahead and just do that. Okay. And we finally got that done. It was Riktori and Ryuku. Okay, I never heard of those two before. Okay. So I'm assuming they're no longer active in the forums then, right? Um, but about to be not to mention those two names are actually look quite cool though. Cool usernames. All right, so let's go ahead and try the next entry. Sim Exlation by Alex. Okay. So this looks like a good, interesting artwork. Let's read. Note: game includes some flashing images. Okay. So I hope there's a warning sign at the beginning of the start of the game where it tells you like warning. Game has rapid flashing images. Uh, Not suitable for people with epilepsy or something like that, because that would be something. That's something that used to be a thing though, back in the past, like back in the days, because there was a lot of games that were just too much for the brain to handle, so they ended up putting it as who is that person? Put a link on my chat that I feel is suspicious. Of course, I'm being spammed by a bot. Of course. Hold on a second. How do I get rid of this? Let me go right here. Well, I mean, as long as you don't touch those links, you should be fine, because that's a spam bot that just entered our stream. So that's actually, ignore that. It's just I can actually try to ban it, but I have never done a ban on a Twitch stream before, so this is actually the first time I've done this. Let me actually click on my mobile app. Yep, I can do it on the mobile app. Perfect. I'll do this. Spam bot. There we go. I banned them both. Perfect. It's a lot easier to do it on the phone, actually. I didn't realize. Oh, you still see the readme? Yeah, I do apologize. I'm just actually focusing uh, on banning the spam bots that came into my Twitch. Alrighty, first controls is WSAD space dash first. Okay. You weren't aware of that, Alice? Yeah, I was just actually banning spam bots that showed up on my Twitch chat out of nowhere. So I was just actually taking care of that. I do apologize. Um, yeah, because that thing did get taken care of. I don't want more of those showing up out of nowhere. So, okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on playing.
Simexlation by Alex.
Interesting. I love the transition effects. This is already a +1.
Game credits.
Great credits. Okay, so I'm not sure if it's okay to do the game credits this way. I mean, when it comes to arranging the text and who you're crediting to, if it's websites, I mean, at least keep the, because your remake does the job already on that, but if you can at least name the website, at least, I mean, I guess that's sufficient enough. But other than that, also the black contrast with the white subtitle breaks it a bit. So and the font choice also for this, I would have choose something that matches this one also, but just change the tone a little bit. And now it works still. Ooh, oh my god, I see why you meant by flashing images. Press to the desk, collect the gems. Okay.
Mushrooms reverses controls. Collect pills for dash boost. Collect star for dash timer boost. First to 10 points wins.
Oh, I can't move diagonally? Okay.
Enemy collected gem.
Oh, so I'm supposed to collect some gems? Okay, hold on a second. Jesus Christ, I don't know. This is actually chaotic. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually straight out of a person taking LCD.
Enemy collected gem.
Oh, and I took some pills, so now I'm on drugs. Okay, excellent. What? Oh my god, there's mushrooms. Yeah. This is like a
Enemy collected gem.
I'm only
Enemy collected gem.
I'm only following the white
Pills for
stuff.
dash boost.
Am I supposed to actually do something specific? Like, let me just go ahead and just
Gem controls reversed.
I'm on drugs now. Second.
Gem
Haha.
in a row.
Yes.
Enemy collected gem.
The enemy. All right.
Enemy collected gem. Dash time increased. Dash time increased.
I'm on
Collect
drugs.
pills for dash boost. Enemy collected gem.
So I'm supposed to collect gems. And the sound is bleeding my ears. Oh, so as long as I follow the white lines, it should be all good.
Controls reversed. Controls reset.
Computer wins. Alrighty. Let me try that one more time.
Simexlation by Alex.
Oh, do I have to go through that text again? Oh, man.
Game credits.
Can I skip the text? No. That's okay. I had to force my users to read the dialogue at the beginning of my game anyway, so.
WSAD to move. Space to dash.
Yeah, I can't.
Collect the gems.
I just have to wait.
Mushrooms reverses controls. Collect pills for star for dash timer boost. First to 10 points wins.
Alrighty, so that's our goal. We're going to go ahead and actually get 10 points.
Enemy collected gem. Gem collected. Control
Ah,
reversed.
dang it.
Enemy collected gems reset. Gem collect hills for dash boost. Enemy collected gem. Gem enemy collected gem.
Alright, I'm winning.
Collected.
Alright, we're doing it. We're making a lot of good progress.
Collected.
Not grabbing that mushroom. Nope, not today.
Gem collected. Enemy collected gem. Gem collect hills for dash boost. Enemy collected gem.
How are you collecting the gems already?
Gem collect hills for dash boost.
Ah, I touched the mushrooms? Come on, that's not fair. Ah, great.
Enemy collected gem.
But it
Complete wins.
spawned on top of the mushroom. How am I supposed to actually do that?
By Alex.
I mean, I could try again, but I mean, having to wait till the text load up all over again? Shit.
W
Okay.
need to move. Space to dash.
Yeah, I think the problem right now that what I faced with was the fact that
Reverses.
it spawns on top of the mushrooms. Or at least they should check
Boost.
if there's nothing else spawn on top of it.
Collect
Because
dash
otherwise,
timer boost.
it's not going to work out.
First to 10 points wins.
It already happened twice already.
Dash time increased. Collect hills for dash boost. Gem collect hills for dash boost. Collect hills for dash boost. Dash collect increased. Gem collect increased.
Alrighty.
Gem collected. Enemy collected gem. Enemy collected gem.
But I just collected it. How you...
Enemy collected gem.
I think the... Okay.
Gem collected. Enemy collected gem.
Alrighty, this is actually a lot more difficult than I thought, but mostly because the system actually doesn't play well with spawning the... See, this is what happened the last time.
Controls reversed. Gem enemy collected gem. Controls reset.
I'll grab that just in
Hills for
case.
dash boost. Enemy collected gem. Gem collected. Gem collected.
Okay. Ah,
Enemy collected gem. Gem collected.
I just need one more to win.
Enemy collected gem.
Yep, I won.
Wins.
Alright.
Translation by Alex.
Yeah, but now I'm done. It's just actually too trippy for me. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, so it's quite a. I got really, really focused to it that I lost track of what if I have even talked to this entry, but this is actually frustrating. It really is. Especially that you can't move diagonally and sometimes those mushrooms spawn on top of the gems where it just messes up everything. After about 5-4, I just followed him about 70% to where he got the lead and won with 10 and 9. Alrighty, well that's clever. But the thing but it does look like that everything else was placed uh like it was programmed to have it in specific areas randomly, like in the very specific kind of areas. If you it might help you if you let your enemy come close before collecting the gems, so that they have. Oh, alrighty. I should have thought of that about that. Yeah, good thought. Okay. Let's see. It is not a simulation. This is actually a how do I say it? You're going on drugs and you're just going on a trip. That's what you are. With a 4 lead or something like it. Yeah. I did have like a 4 streak according to what it told me. So that's actually quite impressive also. It was really hard. Uh but it's one of those games that's so frustrating. So the concepts actually it's okay. It's average. It's just pretty much collect gems and that's it. It's crazy though. Very crazy. There's no story to this. It's just grabbing that's it. And the visuals is impressive, but it's just very chaotic. Like it's too chaotic. I wanted to give it 5 stars, but it's just so chaotic. Like it's actually like it's pretty much does its job as it is. So you're on loose like a little. There's a word for it, but I just don't know where it is. But yeah, let's go over here. Audio. It's good audio. In fact, let me just put 5 stars for the audio. It's actually a good job. Now the UX, there's some could have some room improvements though, because the fact that I try to click and to escape the tutorial, nah, we just have to force to see the whole tutorial, and just in order to start. So that would have been improved by just removing it, and the fact that what else? Let me see. There was something else, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, the movements. It would have been a lot better, easier if it was just there was also diagonal movements, but just locked to left, right, up, and down. It's just annoying. Overall, it's quite a good entry. Not too bad. It's a well done one, so I'll give it a credit. So let's get right up here. Now I want to save it, but there's a glitch where it's not letting me click it. There we go. Okay. Next. Ha! Ivansky, what did you do? That's funny because now the thing is, I could play this version and show you like it's broken. It is. It's quite a lot of things that are wrong with it. So I actually made a post jam version that fixes most of the issues it had. So I can totally understand that this entry didn't do its job well, but I really want to show off the post-jam entry version instead. So let me, since I am not definitely reviewing this at all, obviously, but I definitely want to show off my game. So let me actually open up Game Maker, because actually no, because I can't do Game Maker because I am doing another update on it right now that's not set up properly at the moment. So let me actually remove that. I will have to unzip the other one and then play it from there. I really don't like doing that. Let's go. If I remember where it was. Let's see. Okay. So this is actually my entry. Now, I did some improvements actually to the visuals and some of the mechanics and collision also. So they're all been fixed on the post jam version. So I'm just showing off what it does. Now, the game, I had no idea what I wanted to do in the first place. I just saw the theme and I was like, I need to do something. So I just randomly went ahead and just went with the flow. I did not had a solid idea what I wanted to do. That's the reason why you look in my devlog and you see the images of the Vansky and all that stuff. Because it's like I had no clue what I was going to do. I just did something random and just built upon with that, really. So didn't have anything solid. Didn't have anything what I wanted to do. Didn't know what to do with it. So when I said in simulation, I just thought Westworld. So let's go ahead and just do something like out of the Westworld, but instead it's video game based. So pretty much the graphics you can see is all polished a little bit. Yeah, you got some story dialogue, which is super intense. You only have to walk through the doors in order to open it. You don't have to click. I didn't have enough time to actually make some changes to that. So here. Also, if you have not noticed, you can actually tweak around with the lighting effects by pressing 1. And if you don't like the blur, press 2. And you remove it. So I don't believe I included that in the README. So just for future reference. In this case, right here, we're not going to grab that. We're going to go to the next room. So obviously I'm just skipping through the whole game. You enter a simulation. So you're in a 3D Mario style platform. So I actually fixed the collision now. So now you can actually collide it properly, even on top. See? Because in the Jam version, you couldn't. It would break and it glitched, and then something goes wrong after that. So yeah, that's actually fixed on this version. And the visuals look a little bit better than the Jam version also, because I had to the disable lighting effect was broken also, so I had to fix that as well, and now it's working properly. So you can see lighting effect is disabled for this. And I agree. First person with platform, yeah, that actually I'm not sure if it was actually a good idea or not. But after playing through this a lot, I realized first person doesn't fit with platform. It does not. So I'm taking that as a note for next time. I never make a platformer jumper game, but in first person, because it's annoying. Really annoying. It would have been a lot more better if it's actually third person view though. But this, it is annoying. So I'm trying to get to the part where we get to the puzzle so I can demonstrate. And the funny thing is, I actually am the one who created this, so. I should have added like a cheat code where pretty much I could just fly around. Just to skip through the whole thing. I know I would have shown the in the Game Maker program version, like, but right now I'm doing another fix with the shadow casting, so it's actually not ready yet. It's using a bunch of debug stuff, like interrupting the whole visuals and stuff. So. Actually, let me just do that. Okay. Let me just do that. So let me go to the program. You're going to see a bunch of codes, but I'm just going to be actually readjusting it so that we could skip through the process. Alrighty. So in this case, it wouldn't matter though, because, but I will make it that jump is super extensive though. Alright, so I'm actually doing an update on the shader effects. Ah, too much code. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Disable that. Close it. Close it. Close that. Close this. That. This. That. This. That. This. That. This. That. This. That. Okay. Yep, that's my own game. So I actually am trying to play it by skipping that part because I wanted to show what's afterwards. So I had to find out where is the part where object world. This is the one. It should. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is skip the story. All right, it already does it. Okay, perfect. Then the next thing I want to do is actually, let's see, what's the next step? It would have been to I used this for, oh well, I had that in there automatically. So that would have been in the post version also. Okay. Interesting. But the problem is I want to jump higher, so that way it's easier to maneuver. So the code should be right here. If in, no, that's the, where is it? Physics. And the submission 2 is this. Okay. So that means in the create event, okay, that should be sufficient. All right, so now I'm actually just going to skip through this. If you see some glitches with the shadow effects, that's because I was just making a new update and working on replacing some few things. So that's why you're seeing these artifacts. Okay. I can jump higher now. So let me just go ahead and just jump from here. Yep, Nope. It's a lot more easier. There we go. We finally did it. Okay. So now we can actually do this very quick. So as you can see, the puzzles are similar to the one that the M did, except mine can rotate, and they're actually limited to what we does shows up in here. So it's just a matter of just arranging them to solve it properly. So in this case, I'm just solving it right now, just very quickly, just so to demonstrate. So pretty much spoilers. Now that you got that done, you just click enter, and there you go. You just move forward. So the simulation turns off at that moment, as you can see. So supposedly you go through this door here, and now you get to the next rooms. This one should be the last level, but it's locked, so you have to actually pass the others first. So going through here should be not this door, this door. Alrighty. Now you're in outer space, where you can jump here actually, because I believe a lot of people have not done this, but you can jump here, but just show the moon gravity, pretty much. And then you just solve this one. But in this case, I am going to just press shift, and I already have all the keys now. So I would not... Oh wait, but I have to pass the level to remove the simulation. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it is 3D. You like it? So now the thing is, this is the post-Jam version though, because the current Jam version is broken and it doesn't look good. So it's just letting you know. That's a heads up. So yeah, I guess I have to pass this so that way the simulation will end. And I'm just gonna do this way because that way yep, this should be the correct way. Alright, and then there's supposed to be this here. I'm just doing it whatever way possible, though. Just letting you know that it's still doable anyway on this one. As you can see, loops can work. So that's something that probably some may not witness, but yeah. Simulations end, so you can now exit here. Because when you activate the simulation, you're trapped inside. So you have to actually get out by solving the puzzle. You go through this door. It's a hallway. So let's ignore the artifacts. I was still working on the update. This should be the door. Okay. Let me get it right here. So, you're supposed to go to this door. And there we go. You got yourself a Doom-style game. And that's the artifacts from the shadow casting I'm still working on. And I'm supposed to increase the range also, but I keep forgetting to do that. There we go. Now, in this case, I can definitely solve this one and then skip to the forest one. But then again, I feel like that I've shown enough of this entry already. So let me just save this and just close it. Okay. No, I don't want to actually. Not now. Let's close that. So, 0 stars, 0 stars, horrible game. There we go. Alrighty, so now you know what this game is about. So, just skipping now to the next game. Alrighty, so we're playing Mark's game. It's the Game Jam Trail by Heyman Mark. And let's go ahead and just try this out. Alrighty, so the game Trail by this is intended to be a game like the Oregon Trail. This jam version is sadly unfinished, but I wanted to share it anyway. All coding done by me. Art was generated by using a Night Cafe AI website and then manipulated with GIMP. Thanks for looking. Yep, already. Awesome. So let's go ahead and just try this out. Alright, so we got the game. Oh, so this is looking just like the Game Jam Simulator one. Okay. Jam start. Jam end. Okay, game idea. Work on the game. Get something to eat. Work on the game. What is your choice? One. Oh, I'm supposed to click. Okay, work on the game. I press enter. Coding. Well, we got the code. Sorry, like we can't just spend time on this. The game idea is lackluster. This is exactly what I did with this jam. I just randomly started programming without thinking. Now, not focusing on artwork, we leave that for last because obviously what's important is the gameplay, not the art. The art could be just a presentation for the end once we have enough time. Now, in this case, let's just see what we got. Now, my game idea is lackluster, barely planned it. I'm just going with the flow, just coding it all the way. And then my hunger and thirst and rest meter is immortalized, so therefore I am immortal. I can actually don't have to worry about this one. So excellent. What should we do for artwork? Well, we're doing the artwork right now. Have you ever played Oregon Trail? No, actually. In fact, I have never heard of that game. This is the first time I've heard of it. So, in this case, I think we got enough artwork made. But then again, I'm always emphasizing getting it done, though. Silence. All right. So let's do some music. No, because I suck at music. I don't. I'm not good with music. Let's just polish it. We need no bugs in this game. Alrighty. Isn't that the game where you have a car that you fix up and a garage and you go to places to collect loot and follow a main storyline? Doesn't that sound like Grand Theft Auto? Alrighty. Again, we got like 100% polished. So that's what's important. We got a game that has no bugs in it. Perfect. So the actual gameplay is in there, and we have no bugs. It's perfect. Promo, I only have to put in like little effort. Like I just go ahead and just post it on Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and just post it on the forum. I'm just gonna also just pretty much actually I think it's the only place I actually will promo it. So I barely do any promo. Let's skip to the next step. Uploading it. Alrighty, we're just uploading the game now. That's some really low upload speed. Yep. That is actually true. The game is unfinished from right. Yeah, I'm aware of that because I just read the README. It said that it was unfinished. So there was a lot of stuff that actually would be missing out though. So this is just put up very quickly in probably less than an hour. So that's what happened. But to be honest, the idea concept is cool. It's very similar to the Game Jam simulator that the other entry we played, which I believe is called the Game Jam Sim 2024 by Jack Republic. Which I know I did not read that on the screen. It's on the corner on the bottom left. I'm doing the devlog now, which in my case is just images of Vansky with a little crayon artwork. And I left it incomplete, so oh, so I can't finish it from there. I had to wait till the loading stops, and that's it. So we wait till the jam ends. That's according to the logic here. Okay. So we could still be dedicating the most of the jam just doing our devlog. Alrighty, so it's 100% devlog, I guess. What's next? Oh, we go back to the game idea. We just made the game. We just made the game, so why? Well, I guess we're just putting more ideas, just save it in our vault of brainstorming for next time. For a simulator like that, I wish there was more tree-like structure. Like you could unlock better planning, which could speed up other factors. That would be cool too, actually. In fact, uh, and that's something that didn't reflect either on Jack Republic's entry, also because it was more of like distractions rather than building up process. So in this case, it would have been a good factor to boost up the meter if it shows up options saying that what you could do around on that area you're working on, and pretty much it just boosts up the meter, and then you just go on without on the rest of your progress from there. I think that would have been a good idea. But at the same time, it gets a lot of work also to put it up within a jam frame. So now, obviously, if the game is already well polished and you still have a day left of the jam, I guess that's something you could actually include. Which, as long as you can get it working properly. So yeah, I guess we have everything planned out. Jam, we still have one day left of the jam, and we're down to making music, which I am terrible at. Which in this case, I am going to be doing music with AI. So that's it. I have no choice because I cannot make any music whatsoever. I Unless I just rip off a sample from one of those songs from the Ariana Grande or something, because I cannot do anything on music. I'm a bit terrible at it. Uh, so let's just go ahead and just put some Ariana music in there. And then sound effects. Obviously, the best source to get sound effects is obviously Free Sounds or Common Creative. So you can actually get good sound effects from there also, in case you wonder. But there's a ton of websites you can get free resources though that you can include in Jam as long as you can actually include it in your README. That where you got it from. So actually, that's the only good thing about when it comes to sound effects. I just didn't have time to add sound effects in my game for this jam. I was too busy trying to fix bugs because there was actually too much bugs in it. There was so many. But the jam is almost over. I'm actually just including a little bit of mouth sound effects, like I just doing with my microphone. There we go, just adding little laser sounds. Like, alrighty, alright. But he doesn't appear to be doing anything. It's just loading on the green bar and loading on the left. Like Hunger's like, well, that's the thing because if you read the README, you know that this game is actually unfinished. Even Hangman Mark specified it. So obviously he would have had like other plans for this to build it up, but there was not enough time for him to submit. So that's what this is what the best he could do. So you can't like it's obvious that it's just not gonna have it's not gonna be a full game. It's just gonna have some stuff that looks like it's off. And that's because it's actually incomplete. If you actually read the README, you'll under and just analyze for a moment, like, oh, okay, I understand. It's like the person didn't have enough time to finish this, so there's a lot of things that were off in here. Okay, totally understandable. Um, the jam is over, and I just finished everything in a game 100%. How is that even possible? how I just took a lackluster for a moment on the other stuffs, went back through them again, and I still managed to finish it on just in time for the deadline. Wow, this is amazing. Well, now the jam's over. We'll just go get something to eat. That's like a good idea. Let's get something to eat. Clearly, all those jam simulators don't take into account overscoping. Uh, oh, can you turn up your mic up on full volume? I can't really hear you unless I go close to the speakers. Okay. Well, my voice isn't too soft, I think. But it's because my mic is far away also. So let me actually go ahead and here to increase this to 25. There we go. It should be sufficient enough. Because I'm trying my best to keep it at a decent level because one, like this house has a lot of interruptions, so anything could get picked up in the mic, and two, like it's it's even enough that it doesn't sound too loud, but it's actually sound decent enough though. But anyway, that's it for this jam. Jam, I guess Alice didn't lock up the topic yet. We left it open. Okay, so I'm still just doing jam stuff. But we'll go ahead and just close it for now because we're already done with this entry. Now the theme idea for simulation is very similar to Jack Republic's entry. It is. The only thing is that this one's incomplete. However, it's like I said, the theme idea is there. In fact, it's pretty much there. It is. Just needs to be finished a bit though, and other ideas could be good use too. Concept is a really good concept, but it's unfinished also. So, but I'm putting it as as concept itself. It's got a good idea. Story. Alrighty. So too loud is perfect. We can turn it down on our side if it's because alrighty, but I can actually increase it a little bit more if that's the case. But the thing is, I'm trying to avoid because of the fact that of background noises, though. So that's the whole reason why. So in this case, yeah, because there's almost never this 100% progress you can clear of the jam game. Usually you get these ideas that can be expanded a lot, and you need to cut down. As it turns out, the original scope was too big. Yes. And that's something that I should have learned, to be honest, because I always think too big all the time when it comes to making these entries. It's crazy. What's the point of rating every game? Because last I remember, you can't export a top. It's just so I can remember when I actually revisit this by the time I'm going to do the scoring. I mean, because to be honest, like my memory is starting to become a lot worse than it used to be. So I only just do this to remember And that way, because doing an action while I just finished something triggers a memory for me. So therefore, I can actually go back through this and look at it, and I'm like, oh, I remember now. So this is what I did, because that's what I normally do it for. So obviously you can't export, but I mean it's useful in my case when it comes to remembering at least. So in this case, there's no story to this. Visuals, we're using AI in it, but some of them were been made by him in general, which is good. So let's go ahead and just put 4 stars, because it is look clean. I have to admit it does, but it's just a lot of room for improvements though. Would it be nice if you could export? Isn't this your app, by the way? I'm not the creator of the Jam player, if that's what you're talking about. I mean, if anything, isn't there like a thread on the forum that actually for suggestions that you can actually, in case if there's something that you just don't, that you feel like it should be some area of improvement, you can just go to the forum and post it. I believe there's a thread for that actually, but other than that, um, that's all I know. Audio. There's no sound, to be honest. It was just like not even the crickets can be heard. So, uh, interface, it was incomplete. I have to admit, there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done. But I'll give it a 3-star though, because it's the idea, concept, and the theme is actually well done. Like it's actually okay. So it's actually like something that would have been very good. It would have been another Czech Republic entry, pretty much. So it's actually quite good. So let's go ahead and save that here. Alrighty. Alrighty. And there's some issues with the collision on the save button, by the way. I'm not sure if you noticed this, Alice, because I can hover my mouse over here and it will not trigger it. If I hover it above it, like over here on the outline, it does highlight it, which is weird. So it might be because of the GUI maybe also, but I'm not sure how you made this program, to be honest. So but something just to be looking into that, to say, in the future. All right, so let's go here. Next. Glitch Fixer by that dev Mickey. Okay, so let's go ahead and because there's no README, so we're only going to be assuming stuff here. So let's go ahead and just play this entry. Skip it through. WASD to move. Fix the glitches by moving on them. Press space to start. Story for a job in a simulation in a game? I mean, the job is pretty self-explanatory. He is fixing glitches by moving next to them. Being an essential or a guardian that cleans out evidence of what made the simulation in the first place. Will I lose points if I don't make up a story for the game? Job is the story, I think. Alrighty. Is he using samples from... He left the debug number on top of the head. Wow. Oh, he made up a story to get a score for it? Well, I'm not gonna lie. You tremble in fear. What is this sound effects and audio? I am sorry, but this is actually annoying. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so what was the other key button also? Because it says here when you move around, you when you're on top of it, you do something, right? What? Okay, somebody please clarify me what I'm supposed to do here. Oh! Oh! Those spark things, I'm supposed to grab them, right? I'm trembling in fear.
Please help me. The glitches are playing with my mind again.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha. Wait, don't they, like, literally move towards me? Well, I mean, didn't the timer jump also from 1 to 50 seconds? Oh, man. I could have sworn I just saw that, actually. Oh, the audio's over. It's not in loop. Okay. So, there's an end to it. Gotcha, gotcha. You tremble in fear. I'm assuming this is how it works. Don't judge me. There's, like, not a clear explanation about on this game, to be honest. But I would like to know what happens when we get to 0. That is something important to analyze before finishing reviewing this game. This looks like a linear outcome. Same for every player. So everybody else had gone to the same thing. This is the same repetitive experience from everyone else that had witnessed this. Okay. 3, 2, 1. What happens? I got 75 points. For just doing nothing. And clean the same amount of glitches also? Alrighty. Well, in that case, I'm going to have to say you got 176 yourself. Yeah, I don't know how you were able to do that. But, yeah. You can find glitches by using the numbers, which indicate the distance from the... Oh, so those things were distances. Okay. Now the thing is that the game doesn't specify that. I can only assume what it is. And I thought it was actually a debug number to debug it. Ah, alrighty. Okay. So that's what it was. Okay. So that explains everything. That would have changed the whole perspective then a little bit. At least a little bit, but it doesn't make any difference because this game is just vague. I mean, it is. It's just... It's not like one of the best top-notch entries, but there's a lot of room of improvements can be done here, actually. Because, for once, the simulation topic... It's just because you slap, like, a Matrix theme, it doesn't mean it's a simulation theme. It's not the best choice in my opinion, really. So the concept is also average. I mean, at first I didn't know what's going on, but now that you clarify that, it's pretty much collect it and that's it. It's very basic, not the best. Story exists. It exists. We can just put 2 stars. It's not the best story, and it's not even elaborate enough, and it looks like it's just there for no reason. So, uh, story's not the best in my opinion. Visuals on. You need a quick tutorial to outline this interface and so on. Yes, I believe that. Or if there's not enough time to implement the tutorial to the game, you can just at least write it down in the README file and attach it to the zip file. That's it. It's the most easiest way to get through that because everyone else is going to be reviewing this. It's going to be first clicking on the README file. A person who doesn't click on the README file is making a bad mistake. But it's actually very recommended when you're going to be playing a jam entry. You want to first click the README, check if there's anything that you need a heads up, because there usually should be a heads up when it comes to playing these entries. And that way, when you play it, you understand, because only 4 days in the jam, it's sometimes implementing a tutorial may not give you enough time because you're actually trying to pause the game itself than actually just putting whatever randomly in there without testing. So yeah, visuals, it's average. Also, it's not like one of the top notches. There's some areas where it could be a lot better. Instead of using a spark, like a tiny speck of spark, I mean, it would have been better to use a little bit larger representation of what we're trying to look for. So that way, visually, you understand. Other than that, no. It's audio is so annoying. I'm sorry, it is. Like, it exists, but it's just. In fact, I'm not gonna be that harsh. I'm gonna go ahead and give it 2 stars because, I'm not gonna say it, but there's a lot. That's another entry that has a lot more annoying as audio than this one. But this actually will consider annoying and repetitive also. So, kudos with the voice acting though. So that's actually okay. I mean, not many entries used to voice acting. In fact, I think this jam phase was the one that had the most entries with voice inputs in there. So yeah, it's actually interesting. But in my opinion, this is not still the audio needs to avoid repetition and make it sound less repetitive and have a little balance. If there's going to be repetition, at least keep it minimal and lower the volume a little bit. That way it doesn't sound super annoying. It's like treating it like an actual sound effect, pretty much, rather than like a music track. But a music track sampled, I can tell it's definitely sampled. But it's still okay. Interface. It's quite confusing at first. I'm not gonna lie. I had a hard. I just didn't understood the story beyond the logic behind the game. The fact that you can't it's just a blank void where you have to follow based on the compass. I think the compass would have been better to be better visualized, but that's more of a visual thing than it is the interface. So let's give it 3 stars. Other than that, yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, but the best thing to say is that um, a little moral when it comes to making a geometry. If your idea doesn't come with one of these categories, don't push yourself to add it. I mean, it's okay, but at the same time, if your idea doesn't really need it, pushing to have one would just alter the perspective towards it and will not make it. It could most likely be unappealing. So if your game doesn't require a story, don't add it. This other entries, there are a lot of them in here that don't add a story at all, but they're getting good ranks actually. So that's the whole point. We have the NA option here. So, but just other than that, it's a good attempt at a story at least. So I'll give kudos on that. So let's go ahead to the next entry. Ooh, Throw a Watermelon by Hoani. I just gotta read me here. Throw a Watermelon by Hoani for GMC Jam 52. Wait, what? For GMC Jam 52's theme, I wanted to. What jam are we in? Hold on a second. What jam are we in? 53. He probably meant 53, yeah. He's that or he's lost count, probably. About one or two. I almost lost count also on this gen. So yeah, it's 53. There we go. Alrighty. I wanted to try Game Maker's physics simulator. Okay. Mouse left, place items. Mouse right, delete items. Mouse center, scroll different items. Press play to start. There's a play button? Okay. It might be on screen. Hover over help items for additional. I made everything in this game. I was actually inspired to try this after seeing people compose their own music sound in the last jam. So this is the first time I've made some music. Beatbox.co. I might look into that myself. Okay. Isn't Honai the person who came up with the theme? I wasn't here for the last jam, so I don't remember who won. So, but anyway, we're gonna try this out. So let's go ahead and do this. Throw Watermelon by Hoani. Hey, he had the 53 here, see? He had it written correctly. So, yeah, it must have been a typo on the notepad. Let's go here. It must have been a long day for him that he just like tried to type barely onto the his hands onto the keyboard or something. But yeah, like that aftermath when they're approaching the deadline, you just it's like alrighty. Oh, we got a blueprint. Okay, nice. Let's see. Wooded beam would build structures with this lightweight beam. Okay. The structures. That's how you pronounce it, because that's how it's written. Structures. And let's see. A ball with a weighted ball rolls on surface, of course. Shelf, a horizontal wall, mounted surface. Okay. A rocket. Oh, we get to build rockets for NASA. Nice. Rocket, short burst of thrust. Catch it while you can. Anchor, a wall-mounted join point for other materials and... Wait, what did I just did? Oh, I can scroll? It's limited, though. Oh, it warped. Okay. Okay, so we just, okay. Alright. I'm a NASA engineer. I am specialized to get this done. There we go. Now let's put this right here. I failed. Okay, so we're supposed to throw the watermelon, correct? So we're supposed to throw the watermelon. So let's do some science in here. We're gonna move it right here, here. And I will just add that because I'm not sure what it does. And we just add a rocket right here because why not? We're gonna push it to the moon. All right, let's launch our melon to the moon. It's gonna be the first melon in outer space. Yeah! Brilliant. Just brilliant. Beautiful. It kind of reminds you of Q Mastered, Remastered. Oh yeah. Actually, this kind of reminds me of a mobile app I used to play when I was in high school. It was one that's called. Now you actually play baby artwork, and it just launched your character into a void. And then, in fact, let's just do it this way. Oh, we change items now. We don't have a rocket anymore. No. Okay, then let's do this. Let's create this. Can we just put this here so we can spin it? And is there a string we can use? Huh. Let's put a ball here. In fact, let's just make the ball super huge. There we go. Perfect. This is beautiful. We got ourselves a massive planet. Okay, let's start it. Alrighty. So we're given these. Oh, let's make a car. Tool belt. There, planner. Okay, nice. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just make a car. I think we're allowed to make a car, right? In fact, let's just make it so close to him to make it fair. Let's add some wheels. And then we're going to take this. And then we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go like that. And that way, our vehicle will move. It went backwards. It's self-destructing. -5. I just won a record. I had fun in that game, actually, but let me try one more time. I did enjoy it, though. Let me see. I'm going to play one more time. Sorry. I actually want to see if I can make it vehicle. Oh, I got the rocket again. Finally. Nice. So this is going to be the plan. So now, in this case, what I need to do is that I need to build a structure here. So that way it keeps it in place. And we're going to move it downwards like this. Like all the way here. Perfect. And then we're going to make one more here. It's going to be our cart. We got the wheels. Perfect. And then And then this cart, this rocket. And now we can start. Yes, and a seat. You're right. I would have to make a seat. Can I restart it so I can use the rocket again? Hold on. Let me just play again. Yeah, because I really want to use the rockets. No, it randomizes. Is there a way to like? God dang it! Hold on. Maybe if we actually just trap it in here very quick. Just let it self-destruct. I mean, I'm just trying to see if I can get the. Yes, I got the rocket. Ah, but I don't got the wheels. Dang it. God. Is there a way to actually no. You're given only what there is. Okay. Well, in that case, let's just fly him away. And just put another rocket right there. And another rocket right there. There we go. We got super rockets. Yep. Okay. No, wait. Ah, too late. Oh, my watermelon bounces. What do you know? Would it make any sense if it breaks when it falls? We got a rocket. Nah. Let's do this. Alrighty. But the card thing wouldn't work because it's wouldn't work because it pick up the y-axis, not the x. Ah, unless. But right now I don't have the rockets, so I can't do it. That's what's the only disappointing part. It just randomizes the materials. I can actually mount them. Okay, interesting. Oh, I got it. Alrighty, so here's the plan. So we are going to build ourselves a car. And we're going to trap our melon inside it. Starting off with this here. There we go. Our melon is trapped inside it. And we're putting our wheels into it. Alright, so we got ourselves a car. And now we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to put it like this. Here. And there we go. And then rockets. Alrighty. Oh, and we need to actually make sure it stands because otherwise it's going to fall. We'll put a peg in here so that way it stands still, stands here, stand here. There we go. And then we're just going to go ahead and just put another one. Another peg. Start! Alrighty, I had enough. It's fun. Alrighty. So, simulation is definitely there. It's a very unusual choice though, but it's actually there. It is. We're pretty much trying to simulate a watermelon throwing mechanism, but you actually make it into reality though. So it's more or less than creating though. But then again, I could not sure. Concept, I love it. It's cool. There's no story to it, so yeah. But the visuals, I like it too. It's actually not too bad. It has some good visuals in it. Audio's wonderful. Yep. Now, in fact, I'll just put it 5 stars. The audio's not too bad. It's actually quite good. It's very basic though, but it's actually doable. The interactions, it's, let me see. I want to say yes is good because it did do its job. There were a couple of things that could actually improve it, but overall it's actually not too bad. I'm giving this a 4 stars. It's actually a quite good entry. This is actually one of my most interesting games I could play and play it through every time, so non-stop. I really want to get that car going. I had it at one point. I literally did. And then suddenly, like this, the next attempt, what could be fixed though is that if an option where you don't have to randomize each inventory, you can have an option for a creative option where you can just do with everything you have, and then just infinite, and then like a creative mode. That would have been actually a lot better. I will actually appreciate that. Let's go here. Thanks for playing. If you have also entered, good luck, and I look forward to playing your game too. Thank you. Yeah, because this actually is a good entry. The thing is, like, it would be a lot cooler to mess around if it had a creative mode. That way, I can actually freely put any input I want, not limited with what I have on the screen. And that would have been a lot more cooler. But the challenge on overall for it was to actually use whatever they provide you. Which in this case, I'm not sure how other people did on this one, but it's actually quite interesting if you're good at engineering. So this is actually a really well done entry, I gotta say. Alrighty, so I'm checking the time right now, and I might play one more entry before I head out because I have to get lunch. So let me actually go over here to play one more entry. Ruins of Elation by Benigor. And let's go to the README. Yeah, Jam 53 wanted to put a lot more time into this one. After my past few jams had been shooter based, I decided to after Jam 52, the next one wouldn't be. Good job for you. The WASD is move. Space will swap between putting the hood and taking it off. Okay. You will go back to the new location you put the hood on. When it comes off, press E to mark a spot with a little X to warn yourself of traps. The game is basically scout out the room and find the safest way to navigate it. The game is short because I did not work as much. Okay. Let's play. Small screen. Press E to continue. Throughout the land, many ancient civilizations once flourished. Although left in ruins, many artifacts of these remains. One such relic is the target of a certain treasure hunter. We will call him Novius. He looks kind of familiar. Nah, he does not look like a raccoon. He is seeking an artifact said to be within the ruins of Elation. The Simulid, a hood that allows one to simulate their surroundings. Now he needs to escape said ruins. Press space to put on the hood on. I just did. Oh, it's just dialogue. Okay. When on, you are simulating your surroundings. Use it to locate traps and escape. You can't be hurt during the simulation. Okay. So, okay. Okay, I understand the logic now. So I can use this to test if there's a trap or not. And it restarts. Okay. So I already know there's no trap here, but let me actually move this. Alrighty. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and check what traps they have. Okay, so we go to this one. We go to this one. I guessed it without even having to trigger any one of them. It's like, let me just go right here. Okay, so we had to go actually, for real. So this side. What the one represents though? Oh, I see. I was supposed to push it to that side. Right. No. Yeah, I almost went through my death. Hey pal, thanks for playing. This is about all I could do to get done this time. Alrighty. Secret message, buddy. Ha, secret message. Nice. I guess that's it. That was quick. But alrighty. That was quick. Okay. Simulation. It's sort of relevant. It's actually quite good though. The idea behind of actually viewing, it sounds more like transcending than it is simulation though, because technically saying you're just viewing, or at least transcending on the world. But then again, if you try to see it as in a way where you're perceiving it as that everything you're viewing in that mask or that hood is fake, then I guess that's what simulation is, I guess. But the fact that it has an impact of triggering stuff in the real world, though, that's very interesting. It's hard to debate on that one, but I can go ahead and just put it's all good. 4 stars. And the concept, I like the concept actually. And it also kind of reminds me. It gives me some sort of Legend of Zelda vibe. Is that what he's trying to refer to? It looks so familiar. It just gives you like a Zelda vibe. Alright. It works as if you are simulating what would happen if you went X way. Okay, yeah. That does make sense. Yeah. Concept, I like it though. I wish there was more to it though, because it's actually quite good. Quite challenging, per se. Now, story, it's there. And it is. I have to admit, there's story to it. Very briefly mentioned though. So it's not much elaboration to it. So there's no editing to it, but well, in that case, yeah, we'll just leave it as it is. Visuals are all right, so it's not too bad. It gives me those nice Zelda vibes, so it's actually okay. There weren't audio on this one though, but interaction would be okay. It's all good. It's actually quite interesting. It works pretty fine as it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just put 5 stars. It's actually not too bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It's actually spot on. It's just very basic though, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It's actually it just means it's basic, so it's actually quite okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and just give it 4 star. So now, overall, this entry is quite good. It's very sad it's not enough time to finish, but this could have been a lot better if there were more work to it. So if the creator has any plans to make this even further, I mean, that'd be good. Should be awesome. It actually has some potentiality. How many entries are there in total? Wasn't there like 29 or something like that? No, it was not. It was way less than that. It was 24, I think. But I am down to left. What's left is 12 entries left in the list. So let me see. I got it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 23 entries. Oh, dang. So I did half already so far in the voting phase. So that's fair enough to say that I can actually finish from here. And so I can actually get lunch and do other stuff. Yeah, not a lot of people have participated in this one. I agree on that. But I'm not sure why though. But in this case, the theme sounded a little good though. Also, I mean, just a little broad also at the same time. And you also went through probably the most time-consuming one too. Oh, you mean your entry? Yeah. I am yet to try out your post entry though, the post jam version. But other than that, it's well spot on. So everything else, so far it's been okay. Everything should be all good. So I'll go get some lunch and I'll probably do some more. I'm not sure if I'll do it today, but maybe next weekend. And that way I can finish the rest of the half. So we should be all set for the voting phase. So I want to say thank you very much for your time, for staying and to joining the stream. Also, if you like, you just pretty much subscribe if you want. I don't know. I don't care. You just really, I only do these streams for the jam phase only, so that's it. But anything, I appreciate your time staying here. So this would be a great time to actually uh, to enjoy spending time with the community. So I want to say thank you very much. You have all a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of the jam phase.